So hey guys, sun decided to shine, decided to warm up. So I thought I'd get out and try out this camera that I bought a while ago. It's one of those things, bought it with big intentions of doing videos and then never got around to it. So this will be the first video with this camera. We'll see how the quality is. But the sun was shining and it was warmish. I didn't have to put a jacket on, so I came out and going to do a check on the bees. Show you guys the prescribed burn area we did at the top part of the property. And then I don't know if you saw that one tree with the strap on it. We're going to talk a little bit about maple syrup season is coming. So strap in, grab a cup of coffee, and let's get started. So it's January 18th, and it is the probably the first warmish day we had in a while. Here in the Midwest, we kind of have a running joke about if you don't like the weather, stick around a half an hour, it'll change. So it's sunny. It's probably about 48, 49 degrees right now. Sun is shining. Like I said, haven't done that in a few days. We're experiencing some ice storms before this, so thought I'd come and check out the remaining beehive. And here it is. I don't know if you saw those couple of bees go by. Not a ton of activity, but there are some bees kind of coming and going. Let's see if I can zoom in and catch somebody on the move there. Maybe not. This particular hive is, there's one right there at the entrance, two at the entrance. This particular hive is a package of bees we started last, I'll call it spring, but it was May when we got the package. And they worked these two boxes all summer, fall, did some feeding. You can follow that on the blog as well. And for right now, I'm happy to still have bees. We'll see if they're still here come March or not. So I'm glad to see some activity today. Okay, so I'm not too sure how good this is showing up. I apologize for the heavy breathing. Just hiked up the hill, but you see the three trees with the red strapping on those? Those are maple trees. We should have several down through the woods there. We will be tapping those in about a week and a half and making maple syrup, but it's easier to go through when the leaves are on and identify the maple trees than it is to come back like this time of year when, you know, there's no leaves and you're trying to decide based on the bark and the layout of the branches and whatnot. I do have a post on that if you want to check it out, but right now I have those marked, and like I said, about a week and a half we'll start tapping those. Okay, so this here is a glade on the upper part of our property, and after going to a class with the conservation department, they recommend doing what they call a prescribed burn, and that's where every 3 to 5 years you do a burn as to simulate what would have happened with a natural forest fire in nature. It helps to cut back on some things you don't want and encourage things you do want depending on when you do it. We chose to do ours midwinter so that it would encourage the wildflowers and knock back the grasses. I don't know if you can see them back there in the farther part of the field. We only did half of it as kind of a test burn, but there's some taller grasses that kind of have been taken over the last few years, and so we did this burn, and we're hoping to see more wildflowers. There's been a lot of purple cones and primrose and different things growing here. It's actually kind of nice in the springtime because every week to 10 days there's a different flush of a different kind of flowers that pop up in this field, and us as well as the bees certainly enjoy that. So I'll do an update on this later, but here's what it looks like after the burn currently. So there you go.